live.
Let's go.
It's the DanYo&Tita podcast. Episode, what is it, 38?
39? 38?
38, 39? I think it's 38.
38.
We back.
Let's go.
You know what I mean?
We don't know how old we are.
No, we don't. We back in the building. It's Daniel.
Aisha.
It's Dip to the Lean.
Man, we got a special guest in the building.
Very special guest.
Can I call you a real estate king, boss man?
I'm almost there.
The king of real estate.
Yeah, yes, sir. We got Mr. Michael Johnson in the building.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Hey, thanks for coming, man. We appreciate you coming, man.
Oh, I appreciate being here, man.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I wanna read something real quick, boss man. I saw on the internet. This is on Yahoo Finance. Big things. Yahoo Finance. Stop playing.
Wow.
Stop playing.
Right.
Just read something right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It says, much in the spirit of Elon Musk. You know Elon Musk is, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Big.
Big time.
And Jeff Bezos, what's that, the Amazon dude?
Right.
Jeff Bezos.
Bezos.
Yep.
Real estate development executive Michael Johnson utilized government subsidies to expand his empire while providing necessary structure to a model providing value to humanity. Look at that right there, man.
Big things, man.
Absolutely.
What, got your Yahoo Finance.
Right.
Stop playing.
Right.
I know, that's crazy. Crazy. Like,
Man.
Yes, so I was like, I saw that. I said, we got to get this man on. Stop playing. This
Right.
is AZ.
Right.
King stuff right here.
That's definitely, man. That's big stuff.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
I want to thank you for coming on, boss man.
Oh, absolutely, man. No
I know
problem.
it's 10 a.m.
I was here a little early.
Right.
Hey.
Practice good habits.
Yo,
Right.
20 minutes early. Stop playing. Yes, sir. So tell us your story, boss man. Don't break it down to how you got to where you are and continue to build because you got that new adventure and everything.
Yeah. So we kind of slowed down the rollout of my new company due to what's going on with the virus and whatnot. So
Yes.
timing was kind of off from my publicists and some of my business partners. So we kind of paused the rollout, and a lot of banks that I deal with aren't lending money at all.
At the moment, you're right.
At all. So
Wow.
we're still working. We just bought some land in my old neighborhood off like 24th Street and Broadway.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we bought like
Man.
3 lots.
How does that feel? What's that Jay-Z line? Buy back the block.
Man.
How does that feel?
It feels good, man. I initially started buying real estate because I had a lot of aunts that I had a couple of aunts that unfortunately was on drugs bad and stuff. And I got tired of hearing them arguing with the landlord, being homeless and wanted a place to stay. So I bought my first 8-unit apartment complex.
Wow.
And then I was trying to put 2 of my aunts in there. One of them ended up with a terminal illness.
I'm sorry about that.
She could never make it. But in the midst of all that, I had a couple of tenants who were subsidized. And I'm like, hey, what does this mean? I didn't really understand what that meant. And then when I filled out the paperwork, all of a sudden one day it was just like, hey, $5,600 in your account. She's like, hey, this is all $800 a door. Something small.
Right.
And ever since that time, man, now I'm the biggest landlord, and when it comes to subsidized Section 8, all that stuff, I'm the biggest landlord.
The largest in Arizona, right?
Wow.
I read that.
That's dope,
Read
man.
about it.
That's definitely an accomplishment.
Definitely.
Yeah, it is.
How do you feel that you being the largest in Arizona in the whole state? Like,
It comes with pros and cons. The pros are, I get to do something positive. I always try to help people, and I'm working with them. I give them jobs. I help them get furniture in their place.
Right.
I work with their caseworkers. What I mean, to get them back on their feet and get them back in the real world.
Right.
That's the pros. And a lot of people who invest in real estate, whether they're doing the high end stuff like Arcadia, Biltmore, I don't deal with that.
you don't do none of that? Okay.
So how I got my biggest investor found me is because he's like, hey man, I'm foreclosing on everybody. How come I never foreclosed on you? I'm
Right.
like, well, all my stuff is guaranteed money.
Yeah.
So I can afford to pay the debt service with that business model that I built. And then my first one I got to flip. I bought it for $77,000. I never forget it.
77,000.
Yeah, we paid cash $77,000.
Wow.
22 into it. And then I was really like dirt broke, man. I had just lost my job. Got tired of the rat race, you know what I mean? And,
Right.
I sold it for $225. So I was literally had like maybe $13.08 in my account. So I signed the title paperwork, and I'm sweeping up. I'm mad. I'm like, I ain't doing this no more. I
Right.
Go back to the real world. My mom like, hey, you need to go get you a job. You tripping?
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? And then I refreshed my account. As soon as it said to record, I had $77,000 in my account. It took me 50 days to do it. 50 days.
50 days.
So after that day, I was like, hey, I'm sticking to this.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I'd rather be the master of my own destiny.
Yes,
Right.
sir. Yes, sir.
Now, did you figure out all the construction on your own, and as you just, or did
No,
you
good
have
question.
someone to teach you, or?
No, I'm from. You know, I got a dad play dominoes. You know, they ghetto with it. You know, sometimes. So I'm not gonna say he knew a lot of stuff, but he didn't teach me that. But I don't think no one's teaching kids how to use saws and cut wood and how to read
Facts.
construction plans and all that stuff, which
Sure.
you should. You
Right.
know what I mean, and I had to figure that out on my own. So I had to start meeting with the city inspectors.
Wow.
I went to school and got my builder KB2 license.
Wow.
So because I got tired of them trying to shut me down for unpermitted construction.
Wow.
You know, they started seeing me buying so many properties,
They're
checking
trying
the
to
deeds.
right.
And one day they came to 9 properties in one day and shut all of them down.
Wow.
All because they like, okay, what's going on with this guy?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I ended up having to pay like maybe like $14,000 in fees and had to get
To get 'em
construction
up to
drawn.
code and-
Wow.
Yeah, but I ended up getting out of it. You know what I mean? And one of them, I knocked on this lady's door literally every day, bro. Every day, like, please sell me in this abandoned hotel. Her husband was terminally ill, and I ended up buying it. And the way she structured the deal, she sold me a mobile home park, an abandoned hotel, which was 21 units, plus 3 lots for $375,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's crazy. Yeah.
And what did you end up doing with that?
I fixed it. Got it rented out. Right now, it's averaging like maybe like $18,000 a month at that place.
Wow.
And I got it appraised. It came back at 1.4 million. So, but it's as long as I keep my property strictly for cash flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got that cash flow coming in, and right now, even though it's bad with the coronavirus, you can borrow money at 3%.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So it's cheap money out there, but
Right.
Everybody's kind of skeptical on lending it.
Definitely,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
So that was a life changing one.
Right.
That increased the net worth.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So
Big things.
yeah, so it was it's fun, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, when I was doing it, all my friends that I had, they didn't. None of them wanted to help me. None of them wanted to. I got people who I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with who wasn't even my friend. Not one friend that
Right.
I had wanted to participate, wanted to help me. Not one family member, no one.
Goodness.
You know what I mean? So it was like, hey, you telling your boys they'd rather go work in the call center, $14 an hour. They working overtime and they get an extra break.
Instead of being owners.
Yeah.
Yeah, or help me
Right.
in some way, shape, or form. So I just built a team with, with lenders and built relationships with construction contractors and whatnot. And I got a solid team, but I really
Good.
wish that some of my friends would have helped me or
Right.
participated. But unfortunately, everybody want to be the guy sometimes. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They want to put hey, I know him, so
Right.
he can't. It's like, hey, even though you know me, you don't know what's going on now.
Man, we had this conversation before, and a lot of people think that for some reason you have to be the leader, man, and nobody wants to follow, man, and that's I preach that all the time. We have to follow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Someone has to be the leader, and someone has to look up to this person and follow what they're doing and executing their plan instead of just being about themselves and being about you all the time. Your time will come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You starting from nothing. You don't have a plan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You come on and you help with the team and help build it and get yourself to a situation where you can
Absolutely.
do for others. You know what I mean?
I wanted to put them in that position. That's
Right.
what I was trying to do. But no one, sometimes you heard Nipsey say it, you scared.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
man.
scared. You got to be able to take a leap of faith and say, I believe in myself.
Man, they could have built a construction company around what you're doing. They could have gathered. There's a couple of things they could have done just around helping you. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Coulda
they
built.
could have been rich also.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Got
Looking
bread in
good,
their
right,
body, yeah.
got money and all. They could be building also.
Exactly.
I had a
Interior
gentleman.
designers,
All type of stuff, right?
Something. You know what I mean? Property managers.
Right.
Something, yeah, level up, man.
Yeah, that's 10%. 10% of 15,000 on each property you make.
Man.
That's nice.
You still hiring?
Yeah.
For real. man.
Yeah. I watch when you post videos on on Facebook. I see some mess. You didn't post it.
Yeah, man. Some crazy places, man.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't see some mess, and people didn't just leaving stuff all up in the
crazy,
homes and stuff. And
That's the caveat right there. That's the caveat why it's hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they move in, you know, you get a $3,000 deposit.
right, okay, yeah.
We make them sign crime-free lease addendum. So if they do anything wrong,
Right.
you know, we got a long line. I know you've seen all those people downtown at the shelter.
Right, right.
A long line of people.
People
without-
that's trying to get in.
Yeah.
Hey, you screw up. You know, I'm gonna take that whole 3,000, pay some people to clean it. They're gonna move someone else in for another 3,000, and then starting 2020, the rents went up. So
yeah.
for a one bedroom, I'm getting 1,060.
Can I
And I got 52 right now, one bedroom.
can I ask you a question though? What is driving the rent prices right now?
Property
the value,
values.
property value of the
Values
homes.
go up, rents go up.
Okay.
Okay.
Values
So
go
that's
down,
what it is. Okay.
Rents go down.
Okay.
So it all goes hand in hand.
And right now, it's been on a what?
Oh, it's a seller's market. It's
yeah,
going up. You know?
it's going up.
Still stable right now.
Right.
Still stable, but it's possibly people are getting a little nervous and trying to, like the other day, I checked the MLS. It got flooded with listings. People just trying to dump their properties. And get out.
Yeah.
Not me.
Right.
I don't want to dump them. You know what
You
I mean?
You don't think we'll hit another, like what happened in 09, 08?
Yeah, real estate.
Real estate?
I mean, it's definitely on the horizon. I mean, it's been a while since we had one, so
Yeah.
I would think that something may happen.
Oh yeah,
soon.
it's a little top heavy, but again, if you build your business model off of cash flow, saying, hey, I don't buy houses like that. I got a couple houses, but my main thing is mobile home parks, apartment complexes, hotels. I got one restaurant in Tempe.
Oh, yeah, what's that one?
It's called the Bread and Honey House.
Oh, we have to do a review.
So check
We
it
have
out.
to
Food
go check
review.
it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, I'll take care of you guys. You come down there.
Definitely will, yeah. Yes, sir.
It's, you know, it's a good business, man.
You a businessman, boss, man. That's what's up,
Man.
man.
Man,
going
I didn't
on?
even know. I mean, I've been friends with you on Facebook for a while. You probably don't know, but I've been watching you make, you know, those homes that you see that are really, really bad, and then the turnaround and what you make them into, and you know what I'm saying. And I'm looking at it like, man, this guy is really doing something, and I was really like amazed at some of the things that you were doing, man. So I'm really applaud everything you're doing, bro. And
passionate
we
about it,
look
too.
up to you, so here, so I'm definitely loving what you're doing, man.
Definitely.
Hey, we're gonna network. You know, we'll stay. We'll stay
Okay,
in
for
contact.
sure.
Definitely, yeah. This,
Definitely, man. Shit,
Um,
willing to
We
do
know who
whatever.
to go to when we start looking for a house.
yeah, definitely. Connections, you know what I'm saying?
What's up, Crow?
Mr. Cross in the building, y'all. Definitely. Do you think, because you know you're a businessman, multiple businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, as far as the youth, why do you think the youth doesn't have that drive to get to levels like you are?
Well, I'll tell you what, man, because I used to back in the day. I used to do music, so I had a record
Yeah,
deal.
I saw something like that.
Wow.
I saw something like that. Yeah.
I took my advancement money, and my manager and he had 25. He put 25. I put 25. I bought 2 properties. You know what I mean? And so all my little cousins, when they used to see me, they used to go crazy, like, "Oh my God, you famous? We seen you got your Pandora channel. We seen you on this,
Right.
Billboard.com." They thought that was cool.
Yeah.
You know, with that, when I went to the labels, I met with Craig Coleman in Atlantic. I was there for like 2 weeks, and I went there first quarter, January 3rd. I never forget it. It was
Right.
3 people in there they wanted to sign. It was me, Ty Dolla $ign, and Adrian Marcel.
Wow.
In the same room.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey, man, at least to be in this room, it was cool. It's like,
Yeah.
that was the ultimate achievement. I can quit music. I'm done.
Right.
You know what I mean? So Ty Dolla $ign deserved it, as you see. He's
Yeah.
way better than me.
Way better.
But I took that money and started making real money. And all my little cousins and all the people who saw me, my fan base went like this. But
Right.
I had real lucrative stuff now. Real
Big
tangible
thing,
stuff.
yeah.
But they think because you're not posting or, you know, music is bizarre these days. You
Right,
know,
right.
You know, they're taking
insane.
pills and going crazy.
Nah, yeah.
And all that stuff. So it didn't become cool. And I didn't want to live like that. You
Right,
know what I
right.
mean? But I think people need to tell the youth, you know, be your own boss.
Right, yeah.
Entrepreneurs, like,
Yeah, man.
huge right now.
Yeah, I look, you know, I like, you know, I know these rappers growing up. I looked up to rappers and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
man.
But now, you know, as a getting older, I'm looking up to people like you.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
That's on that level.
Yep.
We don't need the followers
Nah, man, no.
and the likes and all that. You know, because behind the scenes, you're getting, like you said, the real paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's what it's
definitely.
about, man.
Yes, sir.
One of my biggest business ventures that I had was one of my investors. His name is Troy McNaughton.
Okay.
He's his own bank. So
Wow.
they lend money, And you know, before I used to do whatever he told me to do. Hey, I need you to come over here and clean this apartment.
No.
Just because I was like his little mentor. You know what I mean? He was like showing me how the business worked.
Right.
I did everything for him, man. Like I don't care if it was an $800 job. You know, doing whatever I needed to do ends me. And then he was like, I tell you what, I'll buy the properties, you fix them, and we split the profit 50%. So like, one day we did our first property, and he gave me a check for $47,000. It was like 3 weeks.
Wow.
You know, it's to him. He like, yeah, just give him his check, send me that to me, the secretary. Gave him my check. I went to the bank. I'm like this. Hey, you get that Porsche Panamera right there.
Oh, you did that?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, this dude, he changed my life.
Yeah,
man.
47, and then put me in position to own stuff. And if I need something like, hey, I'm gonna buy this deal for this land, it's $102,000.
Yeah,
they
right.
get to close in a week, 10% down. I give him 12,000. He put the 90, and that's how I leverage relationships. You know what I mean?
Craziness. That's dopeness, right?
That's dope,
Come on,
man.
stop playing.
You can do it too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing, that
Absolutely.
people believe that it's the man and all these people. No, you can be the man, man. No one can hold you down.
Exactly.
Man.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want to do.
I'm just a regular person.
Right, man.
And all it is I'm just a little bit more driven.
Right.
When people tell me I can't do something, it fuels me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna watch somebody else get it, and I'm getting in here too.
Definitely.
So, you know, whatever I got to do, man. That's just how my mom raised
Well,
me.
you still got that nice watch right there. That's work. You know? That's work.
Definitely nice.
I got, yeah. I'm gonna have to, yeah, man.
He said, that's nothing. I got more. It's nothing.
Hey. But
Yeah,
see,
man.
that was a big decision you made, though, because most people would have took that money that you got, and they would have wasted that money on some
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton belts,
Yeah.
and some Gucci slides.
You know,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying, and some Kanye's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
That's what they
yeah.
would have done.
We can't eat that.
No.
Right.
Yeah, my
And
babies
and
can't
they
eat
would have
Facts.
gave all that money to someone else, and then wondering why they can't build collateral,
Exactly.
and they don't have anything.
What I thought of, I said, hey, once I get this apartment complex running, this apartment right here is paying my car payment.
Right.
That apartment right there pays for some. So 2 units is mine for my personal stuff. So, you know, if I got like a couple, I can go get a toy. But if you got something substituting that,
Yeah.
then it's a good investment. Hey, that pays for itself.
Right.
I mean, so I don't want to pay for it out of my pocket.
So basically,
real, man.
take care of the business first, and then
Absolutely.
kind of see.
I'm not buying this until I get something.
Right. yeah.
Just be coming out of my pocket.
Yes, sir.
that's
Yes,
real,
sir.
man.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What are you? So tell us about let's discuss the new business venture, boss man.
Well,
I know situation with the what's
corona.
going on right now, but let's still put it out there because it's Yahoo. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, basically, it's like a real estate acquisition management platform.
Okay.
So for people like investors, like new ones, I'll be able to lend my own money to them.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know
So
what I mean? So
you're a bank then, kind of like. Okay.
Exactly.
Wow.
Right. So I'll be able to lend on little deals that they want to do, up to $300,000 on each one.
Okay.
So if someone say, hey, I want to go buy this duplex over here that's abandoned or fire damage, you offer them maybe you offer them $80,000 for it. You say I'm gonna need about $40,000 to fix it.
Okay.
I would offer the $80,000 and I would give you a construction holdback for the $40,000, so you don't have to use your own money. I'm financing the construction budget and the acquisition costs on each deal. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
And I just make interest off my money. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, if they don't pay or something happens, then we just take it
Go
back.
back out. Yeah.
Man.
That's big things, right?
Yeah, man.
Don't let them take it back.
Yeah, right.
Finance out of it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
To get cheaper money, but to acquire it, we close fast in 5 days.
5 days.
5 days. Anybody looking to sell, please send them to me, please.
Okay.
Please.
Definitely, yes, sir.
Now, do you still look for older homes to fix up and do flips and everything? And
Absolutely.
that's still your major contribution to
Well,
your.
we got some guys, man. They got artificial intelligence. They can tell who died. Who. There's so much artificial intelligence with the real estate stuff. They'll send letters out.
Wow.
So there's people who do this every day.
So they're on it, making sure it's seeing
Well-
they're on what houses and what areas and.
Exactly. For example, like let's say you find a place and the seller, right? And you say, hey, I got hurt to say 80. We go to Zillow, we look it up. It's really the after repair value is probably going to be about 260.
Okay.
I say, hey, sell it to me. You put 20 on it.
Okay.
Sell it to me, and my guys, we're going to buy it for 100. You make 20,000.
Wow.
That quick.
Wow.
It's called wholesale.
Right.
It's not rocket science. It's just like, hey, it's like brokering a deal, man. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna hustle for it and say, hey, this is my deal. That you got the underlying contract, and you're gonna assign it to me for the 100.
For sure.
If I assign it to them for 140, that's not, you know.
Right.
Say, we all make money.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
That's what it's about.
I've done that a lot of times. You know what I mean? But sometimes you want to keep it for yourself and say, I'm gonna fix it, and I'm gonna make the whole 140.
Make it all right.
You know what I mean? But sometimes if you got too much, you just wholesale it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's my dream to get into this because I mean, I know it's the way out under the hand of corporations and to become your own man and to make your own moves. And I know that real estate is the way to go. And I've always said to you all also that this is the way we want to do what we want to do. So I want to figure out a way for us to make an investment because I don't want to own my own home first until I own some other properties, me myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? I really believe that I don't want to sit in a house where I owe $200,000 on a 30-year loan, and I don't have any investments myself that's helping me pay for my mortgage and all these things myself. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely thinking that I want to get invested into trying to figure out how to do the house flips and what I need to get started. You know what I'm saying? 10, 15, 20, you know, I know I don't have. Do you have to have great credit? Your credit have to be great to get started, or
no credit? No credit.
Okay.
Well, private money is private money. You
Okay.
don't have the bank's terms.
Okay.
Just higher interest rates.
all right,
A little bit of a riskier loan, so you're gonna pay a higher rate.
right,
You know what
okay,
I mean? But that has nothing to do with it. But everything must go into an LLC, not your personal name.
okay,
So whatever your company is, whatever you guys work out.
definitely,
Yeah. But typically, what you're trying to do, they call it house hacking. So let's
Okay.
say if you got a house with the duplex in the back, right?
Mhm.
Hey, the two people in the back paying the mortgage.
Right.
But you living in that front house for free.
definitely,
You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's like, hey, I don't pay nothing. They pay it.
Right.
But you live for free. Something happen to anybody in your family, they got a place to stay.
definitely,
You know what I mean? So it's just stuff I think about just like that. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I want to make sure, at worst case scenario, that my family is straight. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Definitely. And you, I seen something you posted about you booked your first real estate conference.
Yeah, it's in Virginia, but yeah, I think it may have got
But,
postponed.
yeah, pushed back.
Going
Yeah.
on, but
So-
it's a lot of
What
Shark
part of
Tank,
Virginia?
Shark Tank people going. You know what I mean?
Oh, see, don't stop. Hey.
What part of Virginia you had it planned for?
man,
I didn't check. My publicist set it up.
Okay.
When you put the article out, she'll send me a list and it'll say audience was 72 million.
Okay.
72 million people viewed this article. So they hit my publicist and said, hey, we want to book him to.
Okay,
Yeah.
definitely. So that's what do you usually discuss at these conferences?
Well, a lot of investors who are here, I'm sitting next to these guys, generational rich kids,
Right.
and stuff. And when I tell them my business model, they're like, "Wow, how did you think about this?"
Right.
Because they're a little bit riskier with the high end, stuff. I do strictly. It's money in every situation.
Right.
It's like Jay-Z stayed in the Mossy projects in there. Trust me, if somebody getting some subsidized money.
Yeah,
Whether
yeah.
they say, hey, we're gonna charge you $1,006, but you get Social Security, so you're gonna pay $200. The subsidized portion is $800. You're paying $200, and the government paying the other part. But
right.
it's money.
It don't
every
matter.
Situation.
Your money coming every month.
See, yeah.
They may be like, "Oh, I don't want to deal with these people. I don't want to touch them." Hey, I'm not like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, Robert, can you guys keep it down? In your place.
Right,
Definitely
right.
Make sure you keep your outside clean.
Right, right.
I'll give you some money if you clean up your outside for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Stuff like that, or
Wow.
just help them out.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
man.
mean?
Most definitely.
Yeah,
Man.
so that's money in every situation. There's a lot of money floating around for someone to say, hey, just point them in the right direction.
Right.
You know what I mean? But in real estate, you got money. If the economy crashes, it's going to be a refinance boom. So,
Yeah.
People are, if you not over leveraged, you'll survive.
Right.
But if you got too much stuff and you overextended, like you spending more money than you making.
Right.
then it's
Yeah.
bad. So you got
Okay.
to consult your CPA at that time and be like, hey, I need to calm down with this
Right.
or calm down with that. But like I said, man, it's a good time to get into it. And I would like to teach kids, and I wish I had a son to teach them. I got 4 daughters.
Oh, you got $4?
I tried.
You didn't have it?
I got a bunch of little property managers.
Right. Most definitely. That's what's up, boss, man. That's it.
Man, dude, it's inspirational, man.
Yeah.
For really, because others definitely should get into that mode of ownership, especially like I said, real estate and land, because you could pass that on to the
Yeah.
next generation.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
Definitely.
And that's something that's
Yeah, I got
investments
a
for life.
wholesale deal for her to go. It's this dude. One of my partners said, "Hey man, I need you to contact this guy. He's old, man. He's losing all his stuff. You
Okay.
know, especially with the virus. So y'all
Yeah.
we'll offer you cash for these 2 properties. He was like, if you get it, I'll give you $35,000. I'm like, I'm in
Right.
his office. I'm like, where I gotta go? Right. You need to drive to Tonopah.
Look at that.
Man, I must have went to the gas station, went to Tonopah. He gave me the contract. I'm like, but the guy won't speak to me.
Oh,
You
man.
know, some people, unfortunately, you know,
Yeah.
he was old enough to probably experience some you know, serious like racial time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sometimes you got to say like when people come like I want to speak to the owner, and I'm like I am the owner.
Yeah.
You know, but they're like no, it's not him. And then once they really realize it's like yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I accept your apology, but investors come in all shapes and forms and colors. Again, Nipsey told you on that last song, Racks in the Middle, you got 2 properties closed and 1 commercial. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like when he's saying that stuff, I'm like wow, it's not just me.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's cool to invest your money.
It
Yeah.
is,
You know
man.
what I mean? So that's what people got to understand. We don't want to floss like that. We want to be in positions of power and really know what your net worth is.
Right.
And say, hey, I'm really, you know, got this liquid. I got this in the IRAs. I got this in real estate. You know what I mean? And build your net worth. You know what I mean?
Is there a rise of people of color in the real estate business, or
Yeah.
is it going crazy?
Man, they don't care about that.
They don't care about
money. Don't got
Money
no
is
color.
money,
Okay.
man.
Hey, they know. They've made no. Hey, I got tattoos and stuff like that. When I
Right.
went to this is a Mormon-owned company who I was dealing with.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
little hard, you know.
Right,
They
right.
trust everything going good. I'm the man. The moment
Right.
one thing go bad, they looking at me. I'm like, hey, I didn't do that.
Right.
You know, I'm like,
Yeah,
hey, that's
yeah.
not my style. I didn't do that, and they realize it. But I'm conscious of what goes on.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
it's cool, man. But it wouldn't be. I didn't expect it to be easy from the first place.
Okay.
Now, when I come to their office, I got my own stuff now.
Right,
So the
right.
table's turned a little bit. So, you know, it's kind of like a push and shove situation.
Most
I
definitely.
love my mentor, you know, for life. He changed my life.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but the whole objective of it was for me to get to that level too.
Man.
Exactly.
You know, some people
And
get
that's what
stuck
it's
in
got to
their
be
ways,
about.
man.
Yeah.
That's what it's
I
about.
think it's dope. You know, you say you had a mentor, and now you're teaching other people too how to do the business with. So,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, my little brother just bought his first house too, man.
Oh, well, see, that's ill. That's ill.
That's
Happy
dope,
he
man.
did that,
Stop
too.
playing.
That's dope, man.
Yeah. Trying to get there.
Right.
Most definitely.
Me too, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to be like
Yeah.
y'all.
The guidelines are going to drop down, man.
Yeah.
State
Think so?
income loans. We got to keep it going.
See?
You know what I mean? So you'll be able to get in there. It's easier than what you think. You can't be defeated in your
I
mind.
know.
There
Right.
is a way, brother. There is a way.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what
man.
I mean?
Because
So-
the real estate, it's like a different language when you start speaking,
Yeah.
and it's all the different adjectives and all the different words that's used.
Yeah, the big word.
it's a different language, man.
Yeah.
And you have to learn. And sometimes I think it's people are kind of intimidated by some of the things,
About learning
subprime
something
loans,
new. Yeah.
and all of the things that you have to learn. To be able to be ready and make money in that business, so I
Yeah.
think it can be a little intimidating for some. But having someone like you yourself, or like you had a mentor, would definitely help people more to be to take that risk.
Facts.
Shout out
You
to
know?
my mom too. My mom, she has her own mortgage processing company.
Wow.
Shout 'em out.
Yeah. Precise
Family
mortgage
doing well.
processing.
Yeah, there you go.
She,
Right.
she qualified.
That's dope, man.
I tell you one thing I did do that people don't understand, and I did this for me and a girl I was dating at the time. So there's a program called Pathway to Purchase. So
Pathway to Purchase.
is like, let's say like when Levine first opened up, they want to get the area heavily populated.
Right, right.
They said, okay, if you got a 640 FICO and you fall within these income parameters, they'll pay your down payment to move there. So all I had to do was pay $1,000 earnest money, right?
Right,
And
right.
the way we structured the deal at closing, I got my $1,000 back, and I got that 2 houses for free.
Wow.
Just because you got to know, like my mom, like, hey son, you need to go to Levine, Buckeye,
Yeah.
you know, Australia, wherever you got to go. But there's ways to get those properties. And now when I sat down with you know, Section 8 and Home Inc.,
Right.
Governor Ducey and stuff, the Section 8, they're pushing them more west. So
Are they going more west now?
Yeah, that's what
okay.
they're doing.
They're pushing them way
You
west.
could tell.
Yeah.
That's why everybody's out there out west.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay, I
like
see.
you get El Mirage. I bought some new deals in El Mirage, Goodyear, Avondale. So they're pushing them way more west.
Way
When
west.
they come with the voucher, they're like, well, it has to be in these certain areas.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy.
That's wild.
'Cause
I didn't even think.
South side is being pretty much gentrified,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Southside is
Sad.
no
What's
longer.
why did they do that? Why they like to move people?
Well, they
direction?
seen the money is centralized downtown. The downtown areas is where all the money's at. So that one time they had everybody else who was rich out in the suburbs. They're realizing the money is centralized. So they want to be downtown. So what are they gonna have to do? They got to get the people out of there.
Yeah. If you go downtown, man, they close a lot of homeless shelters,
Right.
but they also are getting vouchers. You know,
Okay.
so they sending them to me so I can get them housed because they want to get them. They want to close that shelter out.
They want to
push them west.
more west.
Huh. I never thought about because where I'm from, Seattle. I noticed stuff. I'm like, why they pushing everybody that way? You know what I'm saying?
That's what they doing.
That's
man.
what they doing. So, I just learned something. See, I'm playing
And
already.
They doing it from city to city. St. Louis, Chicago.
Yeah.
It's happening from state to state, man. It's what's going the new deal, man.
Yeah.
It's what's going
But
on.
one thing I do got to say from growing up out here, man, the homeless population and the mental illness problems.
It's
It's definitely
bad.
Since I've been out here since 2008, and I noticed it's
really
getting worse.
bad, man.
Yeah.
Everywhere I'm driving, man, I'm looking on the side of the
Yeah,
road.
me
and
too,
somebody
man.
talking to themselves.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, we gotta do better.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. We have no laws for mental illness. We have no hospitals for mental illness. They shut them all down in
All the
I think
facilities.
the 40s, 50s, something like that, because they were doing so many crazy testings, and all of the facilities was failing. All of the when they came in to look at the facilities, they always would fail. You know what I mean? Right. So that's a big part of why they shut them down instead of trying to just make them better. But now we have nothing, and you have to look at other countries when you look at other countries who do better in these things on these matters, and they don't have as many homeless because they
better resources.
They do much better with the people who have mental illness and giving them a place to go, and we're not doing that at all. So you see people talking on the side of the street, and this is normal for us in the city. You know what I mean? Right?
They going in,
And the fentanyl overdoses, man.
Right.
Oh yeah, the medic, yeah.
Yeah. So just last week, I had a tenant who was dead in one of my places.
Oh my goodness.
So my maintenance man, he was a good guy. He speaks a little English, He comes to the place, and I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm in a meeting. He kept calling me. He was like, hey, I think it's a dead body here. I'm like, what? I'm like, come on, man. I know, don't play with me.
Yeah.
I got a lot of
goodness.
stress.
Yeah.
So he goes and opens the door. A lady's been dead in there for 6 days. Fentanyl overdose.
Wow.
Yeah. So, man, the police were like, hey, come here. I'm like, no, I'm not coming there. They asked me for a driver's license and all my stuff. I'm like, hey, good thing I had a good blanket insurance policy over all my properties.
Okay.
Whenever she had the fentanyl, she fell back and hit her head on the countertop.
Oh,
and split her head.
Wow.
So I'm like, Mom, I don't know if I can take this, but I look down. I'll be like, hey, man, this is what you got to do.
Yeah.
So
when
it's
you're dealing with you're dealing with the public,
the
unfortunately.
subsidized stuff, it's a little bit more riskier. That's why they compensate you with the higher, regular rents.
Because you're dealing with a certain part of the population.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. So this ain't for if you don't have a hard stomach. And you ain't been around this type of stuff, maybe a little harder for you to deal with. But me, I'm still walking outside with no mask, with no corona.
Right.
So,
like I said, I told you, even when you're live and when you record and post on Facebook, I see the stuff that's in them houses. I'm like,
man.
What's going on here? What they doing? How they living out here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just bring their friends.
Than watching the house flipping on TV.
Yeah, man. With the house flipping on TV is pretty staged, but they're still giving you a good view of what's going on, what it's like. You know what I mean?
I wanted to ask you too. How do you deal with the break-ins on your properties?
We got I got some cameras.
I know.
We got a lot of cameras over there, and then I always appoint one person at the property that I pay and say, hey, keep an eye on it, and I put bounties out on people. If it's
really?
One dude. At my other hotel, Tempe, his name Wild Bill. I'm looking for Wild Bill. Anybody see Wild Bill? I have a huge reward for him, so I pay him. I'm like, hey, as soon as you see Wild Bill, call me because I sign it. What you call authority to arrest without calling me. Anybody, you post those commercial trespassing signs.
Right.
You sign the authority to arrest. The cops don't even call me. Hey, you're not on this list. You're trespassing. Get them out of here. You know what I mean? But we do get a lot of break-ins, but I try not to have that many vacancies.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I always come drive by and check on everything.
Just make sure it's okay.
You know what I mean? But it does get a little wild, cause especially when you buy a property anywhere near a freeway.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, man, they're gonna bring. That's the most high traffic place. Like my hotel that we bought, they just built $1 million condos across the street.
Oh wow.
So when I was trying to buy my partners out of that deal, it was so hard, because they're like, look what they did across the street. Maybe they're gonna call us and buy me out, and build some more condos there, or I'll just keep it.
Right.
since they built that across the street, the value are
Went up.
Oh, going up, yeah.
I got him because he got scared this week because of what's going on. So kind of, I'm sorry, but it kind of helped me out this week. Thank you.
Right.
And he ended up selling it to me for like $700,000, but he didn't know that I just got it appraised and it came back at like 1.8.
Oh shit.
So he was like, hey, he's scared. Take your money down.
Yeah, take it
your
down.
money down. But you got to stay chin up in this, man.
Yeah,
You gotta have
man.
money in the bank, keep your reserves. Be able to schedule the debt service.
Right.
And what I did is take all my properties, like $5.2 million in real estate, and I got a portfolio loan, so I don't got to go pay, 17 different mortgage payments and all that stuff. So you get a portfolio loan, and now for that 4%, so let's say I'm paying, maybe $17,000 on $4 million a month, and you're making 56.
Right. See,
You know what I'm saying?
we talking a whole lot of money today.
Man.
I ain't
The
talking
numbers can be mind-boggling.
I love messing with my calculator.
Right,
I'm
man.
trying to keep up with the numbers over here, man.
Man, hustling, man.
Yeah, that's dope, boss man. We're gonna get
Real
into some.
hustling.
Yeah, we're gonna get into some segments with you, boss man. Trivia. You ready for some trivia?
Let's do it.
All right. You sound confident.
We're going to see how much you really know.
Oh, man.
All right.
So this week's trivia is Name That Movie.
Gotcha.
You've got 3 lifelines. You can call or text someone. You can Google someone or
Google
Google the answer.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Don't get that on the blooper. And your third option is to skip a question.
You got it.
You get 3 out of 5 correct. We'll donate $50 to your charity of choice. Right?
Sound like a plan. Let's get it.
Question 1. What is the longest movie ever made? Is it A, Hamlet, B, The Cure for Insomnia, C, The Stand, or D, Dances with the Wolves?
See, I was thinking Passion of the Christ.
Man, I showed a movie that I first thought of. It did not even come up in the.
All right.
I'm like, well, I do not know.
I watched Hamlet in school.
I wonder if it's the one I'm thinking it is.
I really ain't pay attention to it like that, because what has Hamlet got to do with real life?
Right.
To Kill a Mockingbird, I'm pretty sure everybody even read that book.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to use a lifeline. You want to help me out on that one?
You talking about me?
On Google?
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
Google?
Yeah.
Longest movie ever made. How you come up with that question? That's a good job. That's a real good. I thought she was going to hit me with something like a construction or, some type of question.
Nope. It's one giveaway.
I don't know, one of y'all got
Hold on, let me.
All right, you've got 30 seconds.
What was the options again?
the longest movie ever made.
But what was the?
Hamlet, The Cure for Insomnia, The Stand, and Dances with Wolves. 20 seconds.
Hold on.
I'm having a problem.
I'm having a problem in getting.
Cure for Insomnia.
Cure for Insomnia is correct.
Oh, see.
With 10
I
seconds
didn't. Why
left.
it didn't pop up?
I don't know. I couldn't Googleize it.
Yeah.
Googleize it. Huh? Googleize it.
Other movies was coming up. I don't
All
know.
type shit was coming
Yeah,
up.
that's what I was like. That's why Google's an option. That's
Yeah,
why-
man. It's a horrible option sometimes.
Yeah.
Question 2. What movie starring Al Jolson is generally considered to be the first talking picture? A. The Singing Fool. B. New York Nights. C. The Jazz Singer. Or D. Are You a Mason?
I am a Mason. But, only Al
That's
I know
hard.
is Al Green. My grandma know Al Green.
And you've got 30 seconds.
And you got 30 seconds.
I'm gonna go with C because it's anytime you're taking the test, I always told to go with C.
The Jazz Singer is correct.
Yeah,
Damn,
you showed the
killing
jazz
it.
singer.
Yeah, you're killing it.
That's crazy. I never heard that. That's probably why I always failed tests. That a bitch.
Question 3. What was the first movie by Pixar to receive a rating higher than G in the United States? A. Finding Nemo. B. Monsters Inc., C. The Incredibles, or D. Toy Story?
Oh, come on, you know what that one is. That's easy. Toy Story.
Are you sure?
It's the first movie. We know Toy Story had the whole theater shut down. Boy, yeah, remember that when we was kids? We was
It's the rating. The rating though. The rating is
G.
It's the first one. It's gotta be
I think if you
Toy
got
Story.
it, if you got it wrong,
It's wrong.
I think I know what it is though. If you got it wrong, bro.
it's Finding Nemo.
Nah, yeah. The Monster
No.
Inc.
No, it's Incredibles.
It's The Incredibles.
It's The Incredibles.
All the explosions
Oh, yeah,
and all the
explosions.
violence
Yeah.
Oh,
and
and
stuff.
her outfit too.
Yeah,
Oh
cakes
man.
hanging out everywhere.
Yeah.
Does this make me look
She
bad?
did. She did have booty. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
Look.
Question 4. What film features a fight scene in which Bruce Lee breaks Jackie Chan's neck? A. Enter the Dragon. B. South Park. Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. C. Game of Death. Or D. The Big Brawl.
I think I know which one it is.
It wasn't Enter the Dragon.
I don't think so. I don't think he was in that one.
I love watching those movies.
Me too, man.
Yeah. So, who was
20
that?
seconds.
When y'all help me out on this.
I don't know.
Nah, I think you're on your own on this one.
I don't know this
Jackie
one.
Chan. Oh,
Yeah.
Be a throwback.
We already
It's,
Googled
I know.
for you.
I know it's one of them older ones. I just don't.
I think I know which one it is, but
Hold on, I'm
5.
ask here. Oh, hold on. Let me go with the Brawl.
The Brawl is incorrect.
Oh,
Oh,
man. Siri,
man.
I'm about to. Hello, Siri.
it was Into the Dragon.
It was.
It was Enter the Dragon.
It was. At all the movies, that was that one.
How was he in?
Y'all eliminated Enter the Dragon so fast.
Yeah,
I didn't want
'cause
to
I
tell
didn't-
you that it was right.
Who would have thought he was in? I don't
What's
remember
your
him
first
being in
instinct?
there, man.
Always go with your
They
Always
got to
go
show
with
me
your
that.
first
They got to
instinct.
show me that scene, man. 'Cause I do not remember it.
Man.
All right.
I thought I seen that movie a couple times in my life.
Question 5.
All right.
Who is the Top Gun actor, the only Top Gun actor, who didn't vomit while in the fighter jets? A. John Stockwell. B. Tom Cruise. C. Anthony Edwards. Or D. Val Kilmer.
Everybody know Top Gun was Tom Cruise.
Right. I think they. I don't know, man. That's a hard question. Who the fuck don't know that?
20 seconds.
Hey, man, I'm going to leave this one on.
You can't skip it too.
I can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me skip that one, because
All
come on now. Well, who else?
Who the fuck don't know that? It's Tom Cruise.
The answer is Anthony Edwards.
Don't even know what he is. Who the fuck is that?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know what that is.
All right. Last and final question.
Okay.
In what movie did Sidney Porter say, "They call me Mr. Tibbs"?
Sidney Poitier is what she means.
Oh, what did I say?
Call me
Porter?
Mr. Tibbs.
Yeah.
Portier. They
Now,
call
if
me
you had a
Mr.
grandmother
Tibbs.
back in the day,
What,
you probably know this
In the heat
because
of the
they.
night?
There you go.
In the heat of the night.
Bow! What?
You said if you had a grandmother back in the
That's all
day,
you
you
had to
know
say.
this.
My grandma was making rice and gravy. Hearing that song come on, you're like, oh, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah. My mama picked me up.
Right.
All right. So that's 3 out of 5.
You got him.
Who are we donating $50 to?
Boys and Girls Club.
Boys and Girls Club.
Word.
Cool. You make a note of that, my love.
Congratulations, man. Good deal.
Yeah, man.
Come
That's
on,
dope.
last week? They won last week. Yeah. So they 2 in a row now.
Yeah.
It's 2 in a row now.
2 in a row.
Yeah.
Yep.
60%? I'll take it. See, it's passing, right?
Most definitely. We definitely want to shout out our sponsors. www.waywardkid.com, your site for all your entertainment news, sports, lifestyle. You know, they also have the Wayward Kid Foundation for workshops, editing programs for the kids. So definitely check
it out.
Like their Facebook page, Wayward Kid, and also follow them on Instagram, Wayward Kid Online.
Always interesting, man.
And also Sinful Oils, right?
You want her to do it? Go ahead, baby.
I'm blind, man. I can't see right now.
So since you can't see and I have extra eyes today, we got Sinful Oils for all your all-day smell goods. You can visit us on Facebook at Sinful Oils for all your smell good needs. And we also have Miss Johanne Muhammad, our top donator.
Yep. And also follow Mr. Croft on Twitch. Playing them live feed games on there.
Yeah, man. Losing all the time.
I was watching Croft on there the other day. He was doing good. He was killing them.
He doing a live feed just to see people to get him his ass kicked all the time.
follow Croft. It's Mr. Croft, right?
Mr. Croft.
Mr. Croft 25 on Twitch.
And what game do y'all playing on?
Oh man,
everything.
Yeah, Overwatch, Doom Eternal.
Doom.
Call of Duty.
Okay.
Clash Royale, you name it.
Luckily, I can't play none of those.
So definitely,
Right.
definitely follow Twitch on there
before we get into more segments, we do have a question from the audience.
Oh, do we?
Yes.
Okay.
They're saying that they bought their first house cash, which they now live in. The question is, how can I break into the landlord business, and what would you suggest to get ready to rent it?
So they own this place free and clear.
Correct.
Okay. What I would do is take out some equity on it. They'll cross collateralize the property, which means leverage it to buy something else.
Okay.
Since it's free and clear, you can do a bridge loan. You know, we're gonna take out $40,000 in equity and put it towards maybe 2 more rentals.
I think your eyes getting worse.
That's what I would do if it was me.
Okay.
That's dopeness right there, see? I don't know. We need to get in the workshop, stop playing.
Yeah.
No, I actually think that you guys you're doing it right, man. I'm speaking it to an existence. You're on the way to something great.
Yeah,
Appreciate
for
it,
sure,
man.
man. Hey, man.
I like the setup.
Yes,
I like
sir.
what you guys are doing.
Oh, yeah.
It's niche. You know what I mean? It's a niche thing, and just got to get some other people here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely.
Some more people.
Yeah, we growing, and I think it's gonna be bigger things happening.
Definitely, man.
Definitely.
Learning every week.
We're gonna get in some word on the street news,
What's the word?
and for you to react to and see what your opinion is
What
on
happened
some
this
things.
week?
We have Scarface and rapper, legendary hip hop artist Scarface and artist Slim Thug both test positive for the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Slim Thug said he was in his house, not separating himself from everybody, and he still caught it.
Mm-hmm.
Scarface, he said he got real sick. He did a live feed with his partner Willie D, and he said he just got real sick and felt like he was dying.
Yeah.
Actually, there's an article on waywardkid.com about that as well. So
Go check that out.
Wow.
Yeah, so they got the coronavirus.
I guess the notion that certain people couldn't get it is wrong, huh?
You know what I mean? They said black people couldn't get it.
that was the rumor for a
Yeah.
little while.
Now the rumor is if you got type O blood, you can't get it.
That is.
Man, I hate rumors, man.
Yes,
I hate. You know me. I don't like none of that shit.
Question is, did he die?
No.
No, they didn't die. No.
Okay. I've actually met Slim Thug when I was in Houston.
Oh, yeah.
Slim Thug is huge.
Yeah.
He does a real estate himself, right? Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, man.
He was walking in there. I'm like, oh my God, that's Slim Thug.
Right.
People were just acting like he just a local regular person.
Yeah, man.
But I'm like, oh, the biggest boss.
Yeah,
Right.
right. Big Bob
Right.
Balls. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
As long as they're okay, man. I'm a big huge fan of Scarface.
Yeah,
and
man.
Slim
Yeah.
Thug, and they're okay. But it's
Both of
something
them.
you can't hide from it, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I always say if you feel like you're sick, just go to the hospital and check on yourself.
Definitely, yo.
Yeah, but kind of
Keep-
scared to go to the hospital because it's where it's in there.
More
Right?
contagious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
Yep.
take your vitamins and the stuff that you normally take. Wash your hands. Keep yourself clean.
Hygiene.
All that. Make sure you're on point. keep your distance from people and all that. So
Yeah.
practice. Be safe, y'all. Be safe out there.
6 feet.
Yep. How you say it? Perel, the high sanitizer company.
Mhm.
Perel, they're known for claiming that the product can kill 99.99% of illness causing germs.
They're wrong.
This will make a single squirt more effective than the competitors. Yet the FDA went on record stating that it has not been able to prove that these stats are true. So now they're facing a lawsuit over false and misleading claims about the product's effectiveness.
Yeah, because now it's so important that the bacteria be killed. We can't be playing these advertisement games
Yeah.
when people really thinking that they have killed the germs and really they haven't.
Yep.
So I
Again,
definitely on it. This shit finna hit the fan, man. It's in a
Yeah.
lot of these situations.
From an economic standpoint, man, they're benefiting from that.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, but I think it's Soulja Boy. I read made a killing.
Yeah.
He owned a soap company.
Mm-hmm.
Oh word.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shoot.
he did.
Yeah. So it's like, hey, you can't turn down many investments.
Right. Right.
You
Yeah.
could be turning down the wrong one.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
so it's man, it's people are gonna have these false claims.
Yeah.
All this stuff until it dies down. But I don't know how long they're gonna shut things down.
I don't.
We can't watch basketball, football, but how long?
Everything's shutting down right now. Yeah. I'm surprised my job is still up and going. So
Well, I
I mean,
mean,
your job's.
I'm
Been
surprised.
sitting at home cracking out on video games
well, I mean,
because they can't watch Hulu.
Yeah.
I don't think we can. I mean, if you look at other countries, China, they did a larger lockdown, so their numbers went down a little faster because they have a little bit more control of their population.
Right.
Unfortunately, their freedom
It's
is
not
not as prevalent as it is in America. So others, they don't want to lock it down like it is if people are so scared. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, that's how they was able to quell it. More people getting infected,
Yeah. Yeah. You got.
and to get their numbers to stagnate faster. So I don't know, man. It's a big thing, freedom and choice, and a lot of people gonna make their own decision.
Yeah.
But like you say, it's here. So unfortunately, it's in the air. It's
I'm not,
it's
like-
here. Ain't
I'm
nothing
not
we
as
really can do
paranoid
about
as
it.
I'm not as paranoid as everybody else is.
Me either.
I'm still, doing my thing.
Right.
It's just, just trying to stay safe as much as possible. I'm not
There's a little bit
people
more
in
concern
Florida.
for women who are pregnant
Right.
and for people who have underlying health conditions
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and the elderly, of course.
Yeah, I got my I have a family member that actually works in the court offices downtown,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not even letting people. They're doing court over the phone now. They're not
Wow.
letting anybody over there. Yeah. So it's crazy right now. But we have FBI arrests California man for attempting to defraud investors with a fake COVID-19 cure in the undercover sting operation.
Wow.
The California people, they're scammers over there. Well, they're doing toilet paper.
Mhm.
Now I got the
Hustling,
cure.
man.
Yeah.
So investors looking to invest in the cure.
Right.
It's a shame.
That's crazy. We have a grocery store had to throw away $35K worth of food after the lady coughed all over everything. This over in Pennsylvania. She was charged with 4 felonies, including counts of making terrorist threats. And then when they told her to leave the store, she stole a 12-pack of beer.
Wow.
So
You sure she wasn't one of my tenants?
it sounded like one of them videos, right? Dude, we have a dude, this dude that he's pretty big over on what's that, TikTok?
Oh.
He's doing the coronavirus challenge where they're licking toilets.
Awesome.
Now he's he has been tested positive for the coronavirus. So he has
That's what he gets.
Licking toilets.
licking toilets
Right, like
And
what
he
you?
got the coronavirus.
and caught the coronavirus. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why would you even do that in the first place? I'm looking
People
toilets.
going crazy, man.
We have a
I
new.
wonder, is that a fetish that he has? Like, I just like
What-
licking toilet bowls.
No, they
It's-
just like attention.
It's a attention thing. They doing that out there.
That's just nasty.
Mm-hmm.
We have a New Jersey man charged for allegedly coughing on a store employee, saying he had the coronavirus. He has been charged with terrorist threats. I guess what happened, she was standing by a food display. He came a little close. She's like, you have to stand back, 6 feet from the food display. And then he cough, act like he said he had coronavirus. So now he been arrested. We have R. Kelly is using the coronavirus outbreak as a method to get early release from jail.
Coughing is a felony now, man.
Right.
Cough on me is a felony.
He got the corona.
Got the Rona.
Hey man,
That's
it's
what my daughter
crazy
say, he got
time.
the Rona.
Right,
Got
they
the
didn't
Rona.
cut it.
That's what people calling it now.
Yeah, it's the Rona.
Some lady on Facebook yesterday was talking about it, and she was like, "My mom thought me calling Rona was my wax lady."
Do y'all think R. Kelly gonna get out?
Oh, who cares?
You don't think he gonna get free?
No,
I know
man.
they-
I know they
They letting non-violent people with traffic tickets and
I
people
heard
who
they
got
was
into a
trying to
bar
let
fight
Bill
out.
Cosby.
Bill
Not
Cosby sent
rapists.
for it, yep.
Not rapists. Sorry.
Yeah, Bill Cosby asked
He's
to
like
get out.
80-something years old. They talking about putting him on house arrest.
He are. Do you know what type jail he's in? He's in a pretty nice one, isn't he? Or did he get put in regular population?
Nah, he nice.
He in some nice plus ass shit.
Right.
I actually heard the story too. Was another investor who had a bunch of hotel stocks. I think he was a congressman or something. like
Okay.
that. He had inside information back in November. That This was coming. And, you know, as you know, they shut down all the hotels. So he sold all his stocks
Oh,
prior to that, getting that information.
Yeah.
So now he's facing.
He's in trouble.
You know,
wow.
prosecution. Hey,
Wow.
inside information.
A lot of people did it too. It's a couple congressmen and senators that did it also.
All right.
Yeah, they got that information and
What would you
pulled
do?
their stocks. I would pull my stocks.
He's over.
Yeah, man.
Did keep it in 100.
Yeah. What else? What you gonna do? You know it's finna hit the fan, and you just go, well.
Watch your money. Just go down.
I wish
But
I
at
knew.
least
I would have pulled all
some-
my shit.
So
Right.
certain, yeah. Damn.
My shit, I lost money, man.
Yeah, like, it's wild.
My little acorn investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to do that. Got hit.
Quav, you said something's popping right now. What's going on right now?
With
For the stock, you said was kind of low?
Uber.
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 Uber, and I bought a lot more.
Is it under 100?
Oh, really?
Y'all, Uber was always under 100.
Really?
It's cheated about like 50 right now.
No,
It's
okay.
like 27, 28.
All right,
Okay.
that's reasonable,
So
definitely.
Uber's
52-week high on it.
52-week high was about $37.50.
Wow.
It's been low for a while because Lyft was killing it, but now with everybody having to order food,
right.
you're seeing like a little bit of a spike, but not
Okay.
too much. But
Okay.
Yeah, but those drivers though, they still ain't getting paid but like what 44 cents a mile, 50 cents a mile, or something
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
man. Nobody cares about them.
So Lyft is valued higher than Uber.
Lyft is Google.
I didn't know that.
Lyft, I don't.
Yeah.
Who was Uber was first though, right?
Uber's first, but they,
Lyft is backed by Google. So
yeah, they got a lot of heavy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Amazon is coming.
Yeah.
Amazon is coming.
Man, they're doing
Coming
mortgage
fa-
loans.
Yeah, they're doing some things.
They doing every fucking thing.
Yeah.
Some things crazy.
They already opened manless stores.
Oh, yeah, I heard that about manless
Yeah.
stores. Yep.
I was in
Hey.
Tempe yesterday, and a robot crossed the crosswalk. A machine.
No,
A robot
for
crossed
real?
the crosswalk.
Man,
Yeah. I thought
Tempe
somebody
don't
was
play,
driving
man.
a bum for a second. I'm like, hey, you heard Mr. Change his
Tempe
light.
does not play.
A robot crossed the street. A little
Oh,
short one.
a robot across the street.
They crossed the street in the crosswalk. Me and everybody in the crosswalk. I'm like, wow. I'm thinking, look like when they go into a bomb, they got the arms. I was like, is it a bomb here?
Right.
Man,
Oh man.
delivering shit. He's delivering stuff.
Yeah, a little robot.
Yeah, somebody's just
On
it's
Mills,
just someone that's controlling it and driving it across and taking stuff to people locally.
That's
I heard
scary,
that
bro.
Amazon was doing drone
The
delivery. Where they
drone-
had people.
Right now.
They do
Doing
the
the
drone
drones.
deliveries, but they just don't have as
I
many
heard about the
stations
drones.
set up.
Yeah, they've had that for a few years.
Yeah, they have the drones.
Cities.
But it's the stations. They don't have as many because the drones can't go that far.
Right.
So you got to have more stations for the drones to be able to go further into the city. So you would have to be close to one of the stations to be able to get that package delivered via drone.
That's
But
crazy.
as they get farther and they can go further and they get more stations, it'll be. Amazon is trying to go around the mail companies as
Yeah.
much as they can because I don't think they want to invest in their own trucks. They don't do their own trucks and delivery, right?
No, you see a couple of spreaders, but
Yeah, and they don't really do their.
People are hard. They got people that want to
use their own truck.
I don't know
Yeah.
why they don't do their own delivery. I don't understand. But
Cheaper.
save money.
It's
Yeah.
like
It's probably-
sending somebody to
yeah.
work from home. We don't have to pay for the overhead costs
Yeah.
as far as the rental space, utilities. It's like it's cheaper for them.
right.
Yep. Speaking of Amazon, Amazon delivery man was caught by a home security camera spitting on the package
Wow.
and smearing the saliva on the box with his hand.
All the news is just about spitting and coughing.
Yep.
All the coronavirus.
That's what's going on. It's craziness. But I do want to talk about music. You know, people are at home. They're watching the Netflix and the music and all that. Well, streams dropped 7.6%.
Well, music is connected to good times.
Right. Things like Pandora has dropped 9% digitally. Digital song sales dropped 10.7%. We already know physical sales are already down.
But I mean, the clubs are closed.
Yep.
I mean, music.
You think music will go up a little
music?
place?
No,
No.
it's gonna go down.
So it's more practical than that. Most people listen to music in the car, so nobody's in the car.
Yeah.
True. That also.
Yeah, physical sales is down another 27%. Digital album sales are down 12.4.
Yeah, man. You're not out hearing new music. You're not in the clubs hearing new music. You're not like getting inspired and drunk and fucked up and like that's the shit, dog.
Yeah.
Get that.
They say, what's going on here? Sales are down, or listeners are down for pop music, rap music, R&B, and Latin music. Sales are up for classical, folk,
Depressing
and
shit.
children music are all up.
Depressing.
Yep. Somebody started, music's going down, and somebody
Go make
start
you a
off-
depressing album. You'll make some sales right now.
listen to Joe Budden music. There's an online petition that started by an artist to try to get Spotify to triple its royalty rates during the
Yeah, they suck, man.
Coronavirus time.
All these digital sites, man, they take advantage of the artists, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go into the lean perspective here and go ahead and end it off, man. This show this week, we got the Army Corps of Engineers touring 3 Valley medical facilities this week to see if they can repurpose to hospitalize for coronavirus patients. So they'll be here trying to get medical facilities going because these private hospital companies here and medical companies do not have enough beds. They don't think about anything but profit.
Yeah.
The federal stimulus package will help those left behind by Arizona's unemployment benefits program. So the U.S. Congress is in close to passing, that relief package to try to help people with the $2 trillion package. Creates new kinds of unemployment assistance. The pandemic unemployment assistance (PUA) program is available for workers who do not qualify for state unemployment insurance. It's available for 39 weeks for people. So that's something people can go and try to sign up for it if they've lost their job or whatever kind of situation they're in because of the virus nowadays.
Okay.
So there's other ways that they can get some help. I think in Arizona you have to make $4,680 in a calendar quarter to get the benefits. That's the highest threshold to qualify for benefits in the nation. So that's that could help.
But a quarter, you only can make $4,000 in a quarter. So every
A quarter.
3
That's not that
months?
bad.
It's not that bad.
They usually give it to really, really poor people. Some people make some people make a little more than that. So they upped it a little bit. You know what I'm saying, to help people who make a little bit more. It's still not. We wouldn't qualify, and we broke. So, emergency patients are being diverted from Banner University Medical Center in Phoenix after flooding in the ER. So more problems for the hospitals out here, and everything compounding the issues. They have to evacuate the ER because of flooding. So I think they had to divert the patients and everything to another hospital at this for the time. So that's pretty messed up. Something that I think that's in 12th and McDowell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the staff was walking out through several inches of water because the emergency room had been flooded there. It's pretty crazy, man.
Oh, yeah,
All that rain we got,
I think
I
it was something going on with their
the plumbing.
with their systems there. They didn't really say exactly what was wrong or what caused the flooding, the flooding, but they had to divert all the patients to other hospitals in the area. They said a sprinkler pipe burst.
Oh, really?
So,
yeah. Fire sprinklers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Update on some of the sports since we don't have any. We got Jazz players Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell all have been cleared and recovered from the
It don't seem like they had it even. It didn't seem like they had it bad or anything.
Yeah, I think Gobert was actually sick. I
Oh,
don't
he
know
was?
if Mitchell
Okay.
had any. I don't know if he was asymptomatic or not, but I know Gobert was actually
Okay.
sick. So they are back to normal health.
Okay.
And also, I think it was a player, Woods from Detroit. He's also back to normal health also.
Okay.
And that's good to hear, man. That some of the players are getting back to normal. So maybe we can start getting back to normal ourselves and getting some NBA games.
Yeah.
They are going to reevaluate the season because I think they put it on indefinite hold on March 11th. 30 days from that day, so I guess April 11th they'll go and they reevaluate and see where they're at,
Okay.
and see if we need to go get the season started back again. I'm pretty excited to get it going because this life is boring without basketball right now. But definitely that's the latest perspective this week, and that's all I got. Yo,
That was dope. I'm gonna tell y'all, great show. Everybody learn. I hope y'all learned something.
hell yeah, I learned a lot, man.
Dopeness. Boss man, tell everybody how they can follow you and get in contact with you. If they got something for sale. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, yeah. You can hit me up on Instagram at Mogul MOGUL 360.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
sir.
then as far as my website is Rampio RAMPREIO.com.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. We talked a whole lot of money, whole lot of business today. Thank you for everybody watching, staying with us to the technical difficulties. Hey, it's the DanYo&Tita podcast.
We out.
We out.
Holla, holla.
Peace.